Welcome to the Viva Vegan Minisode with me, Faye.
And me, Rachel.
So, happy Veganuary, everybody.
Happy Veganuary.
Woo! We've been having a little chat about different products and different supermarkets and chains.
Woohoo! Lidl was the place to be.
Yeah, so we were talking about this. Now, I have bought, I think, 19, 20 of these, maybe more, in the last week, and I've gained significant weight. But that's okay, because that is the best thing. And if Lidl, could we make a plea to you now that you continue these throughout the year?
Yes.
But in terms of chains and things like that as well, I know like Wagamama's released a mushroom lion's mane dish.
Yes, which I specifically, and I would like to call out Wagamama's here. I went there on Tuesday specifically to get this sort of like a mushroom style, steak style dish, which is crazy that they can do it. It's called lion's mane, but they didn't have it. So I was absolutely raging. But it does mean I'll be going back to Wagamama's and hopefully they've got it. And in a way, it's kind of a good thing that it sold out because I guess it means there's more people trying vegan food. So for vegan kind, I'm happy. But for myself,
Selfish reasons.
Selfish reasons only, yeah. But it was still nice what I had. I had this that Korean sort of style gochujang tofu-y dish with like rice, and it had like cucumber and all kind of stuff like that. So it was really, really nice, but I'll definitely be going back to try this steak. Oh, and I had the sticky ribs, obviously vegan, which are really nice. I don't really know how they've done the texture because it's very meat-like and it's got like a real smoky flavour. But yeah, I highly recommend that. And I also had the K-Dogs. I had quite a big feast.
That sounds really good. Did you eat 3 meals?
They were sides.
Oh, okay.
And I just shared with someone.
Not shaming you, but I was going to say 3 large meals is quite a lot.
No, they were like 1 meal and then little sides. Yeah.
Fair. There's the katsu curry as well that they do, isn't it? It's vegan.
Yeah. So. Yeah, and they do it with like tofu or with like sweet potatoes and stuff.
Yeah, Veganuary.
One thing that I would make a plea to is whoever makes mini rolls, is it Cadbury?
I think so.
They need to do a vegan mini roll because that was my favourite snack before I was vegan. And I just think those, all the little French fancies by Mr. Kipling.
Right.
Mr. Kipling, if you're listening.
I feel like this is just tailored for you.
Yeah.
But okay, understood. What else has been? We were kind of disgusted to hear about 3D eel printing.
Yes.
So who's asking for this? It is Stakeholder Foods, who are going to be looking to produce a 3D eel. But who's been asking for this?
I don't know. I mean, eel is a rogue choice. I don't think I've ever in my life eaten eel. I can't remember. I don't think I have. And I can't imagine a scenario where I would think, oh, a nice bit of delicious eel for dinner. But I do think the fact that they've got the technology to do it is really cool. And they can 3D print anything, can't they?
Yeah, like the marbled beef. Marbled beef.
Yeah.
But surely you just 3D print a really nice imitation of cod? You know, something people enjoy.
Yeah.
Who enjoys eels?
I would love to find out who's the market for this. And I think like sort of it's got the interest factor, hasn't it? It's made loads of headlines this week because people are like, who's asking for that?
That's disgusting. Yeah.
So a recent study has come out this week that has suggested the NHS could save £6.7 billion if everybody adopted a plant-based diet, which is absolutely wild.
It's huge, isn't it? When they're, as we know, we're in economic turmoil and...
Yeah, the NHS could really do with a little bit of help and support. And I think, people are always on about like giving up smoking, cutting back on your drinking, doing more exercise and diet. People are always saying eat less sugar and fatty foods and stuff like that. But sort of using a plant-based diet as a means of becoming more healthy is very much overlooked. And I think we're seeing a lot of studies now that are coming out saying that if you adopt a vegan diet, you have lower chance of heart disease, of various cancers, of high blood pressure. So it's sort of like a no-brainer.
It's crazy. It's all the things we talk about, isn't it? Like type 2 diabetes. In fact, some of the health and fitness videos that we've recently recorded, Jamal and also Nadej they both basically were pre-suffering with type 2 diabetes, and that changed the minute they adopted a vegan diet.
Yeah. As
well as that cardiovascular diseases as well, and it's linked to so many different things, isn't it? As we hear about, but that's, dear government. Significant savings there.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe we should stop giving money to the meat and dairy industries and perhaps look at offering an alternative to vegan products.
I'd be interested to see if like governing bodies start pushing out a plant-based diet as the most healthy option, because a lot of the time when you look on sort of NHS pages, it says like a well-balanced diet is important for you, and it says lots of stuff about meat and dairy, but it does a lot of the time now say sort of dairy or soy. So I'm interested to see if they're going to start promoting it. It's just sort of an interesting time, isn't it?
It is. Lots of changes. I don't know though, because you've heard about COP and them not even employing any women So, we still got a long way to go as a society.
Yeah. But I mean, if you think about sort of like 100 years ago, people thought smoking was good for you.
True.
So maybe in a few years we'll be encouraging people to go vegan for the sake of the NHS, really.
Absolutely.
And people love the NHS. People
do.
in Britain love the NHS. They'll do anything for it. So
Quite right, as they should.
why not put their money where their mouth is and go vegan?
Absolutely. And AI has suggested that we'll all be vegan anyway, hasn't it? When asked when will people be vegan, it's not that far in the future.
Love it.
Perfect. What else have we been up to? We are going to be going out on tour.
Yes.
So the Refreshers tour is picking back up in February, and it's going to be going to lots of different universities with virtual reality headsets to show the horrors and the realities of being in a pig farm.
Yeah, have you tried it?
I have it. Well, I was really bad at it. I kept clicking on the wrong thing, but I managed to get in eventually.
It's so weird. It's sort of like, so it's a big VR headset, as I'm sure you've probably seen, and it's sort of from the perspective of being a pig inside a factory farm, and it's just absolutely terrifying. You can sort of move around, and it's like you're moving around within the pig farm, and there's a poor mum pig who's in one of those farrowing crates, and there's sort of loads of piglets around you, and it's really a weird feeling. I kind of feel like when I take it off a bit car sick, because it's sort of the blurring of the lines between reality and wearing the headset.
And it's so, it's good, but you really get a sense of the horrors of these farms and the enclosure, because you're sort of trapped. And I don't know if it's the weight of the set as well, but like when you're looking around, I hate it, quite frankly. But it is a good... It's good to put yourself in that position, and
it's really cool. Basically, on the tour, we're asking people to go and wear the headset for a bit, experience what it's like to be a pig in a factory farm, and then we're asking people would they swap. And everyone, when it's been used before, obviously said no, they wouldn't want to swap lives with them. So then the question that they're asked again is, would you swap the meat, the dairy, the fish that you and eggs that you eat for something that's vegan?
Yeah, and we're giving out the obviously good old Greggs sausage rolls just to show that it tastes the same.
Yeah,
probably, from what I remember. In other news, Mark Zuckerberg, in his infinite wisdom, has opened a 1,500-acre cattle farm where he's going to be rearing beef on a macadamia diet and on beer as well. And he's getting his daughters involved in raising these animals and feeding them all, but with the intense purpose of just killing them. And of course, everybody's like, what is this bored billionaire doing? He's just adding to the climate crisis with the amount of methane. And, I mean, get a better hobby, Mark.
Yeah, it does kind of seem like the case of he's got so much money that he's like, I'm not sure what I can do with it now. But surely if you have this much money and he's invested in sort of fixing the climate crisis, he could be investing in new tech, he could be investing in that 3D printing we've been talking about, looking at loads of sustainable ways to do sort of lab-grown meats. And I just think it's a very rogue choice of him to just say...
obnoxious and indulgent, isn't it? That's what he's being labelled.
And again, we've said it quite a few times, who's asking for that?
Yeah.
What's the market for this?
Probably billionaires.
Yeah.
It's only going to cost about £80,000 for a piece of beef. It's just...
Yeah. And that money could just go to so many better causes.
Of course.
It's just very indulgent billionaire lifestyle. So, Mark, if you're watching, please start investing in technology to make foods vegan and to help the planet.
And take a long, hard look at yourself. I think that's it for this month, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Do we have anything else? January. Well, no, we're just busy year for Viva. Obviously, it's our 30th anniversary.
Yes.
So you will be hearing a lot about that over the coming months. We've got some excellent campaigns coming out this year.
Yes. Very exciting campaigns. Can't say anything at the moment.
No, we can't.
So we'll keep hush-hush. But yeah, keep your eyes peeled on our social media channels for all our new campaigns that are coming out. And I know it doesn't feel like that now because it's sort of January and it's freezing cold, but Vegan Camp Out will soon be upon us. It's got a really good lineup. We've got Lee Mack, Kate Nash.
Oh, Kate Nash is there.
Yeah, loads of activists. So yeah, if you haven't already bought your tickets, obviously we'll be there as well with our stall. So yeah, make sure you get your tickets.
That's a reason in itself.
Yes, so you can meet us in real life.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next month.
Thank you. See you next month.
Bye.
Bye.